Hi, I'm Jim and this is J&R Woodworking, and we have a review to do on a metal detector for finding steel or nails or whatever in your recycled or sometimes brand new lumber, or I should say timber for the guys in the UK. Where I have 3 units we're going to compare side by side with the same piece of material and the same distance off of the material. Now you're asking, how can you do that and get it exact? Well, we have some boards here. 1/2 inch high, 1 inch, inch and a half, 2, 2.5, 3, and 4. What we're going to do is we're going to place these boards and we're going to put the metal detector right on top of them, so there's no complaining about, you had that one closer, you had that one farther away. Well, that's going to be impossible. So it's going to be an accurate test. Now, 2 of these units I purchased. 1 unit was sent to me to put in with this review to compare to the others. One is no, I'm not even going to say that. Well, at the end of the video we're going to reveal them, because right now they're wrapped up in paper, and I will show you what my unit is and what it cost and what I'm going to do with it. One of them I'm going to be giving away, and we'll probably run it for a month. It was sent to me from a gentleman that owns this company, and if you've watched my videos, if I take an item to do a video on or a demonstration on, I don't keep the item. I don't believe, and I'm sure a lot of you don't believe, it would be an honest review if I'm doing it to get a free tool. So I don't do that. I did a review on the Gorilla Grippers, and I gave that away. This one goes back to video number 78. It's been a while. I'm sorry, but I dropped the ball on this. I've got an email 3 weeks ago from Jason S., and he writes, fantastic video. Made me laugh. I was not expecting the outcome. Go back and watch video number 78 and read the comments, especially one from Billy Carmen. He is actually the owner and president, I guess, of the company that sells these. He's the one that sent me one to do the compare on. So the first thing we're going to do, and Jason, thank you for reminding me, this is way overdue. First thing I want to say is every unit has a brand new identical battery. So now you trolls can't say, well, that battery wasn't as good and that's why it didn't work. They all have brand new Energizer batteries. Even the one that comes with a battery. Took that sucker out and I put one of these in. Now the first thing you got to do when you turn these things on is they have to be tuned. Most all of them today are self-tuning, but when you turn them on, you don't want to have them next to a piece of steel, because it's going to screw up the tuning part of it and it won't work as well. And as you can see, the tabletop I have is usually the top that's on top of my brand new plasma table, which is solid steel. So we pulled the top off, and it's sitting on a table support, and there's nothing under it. So we don't want to influence or give the metal detectors any confusion. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn these things on and let them tune. This one I can't really get the paper on because the button is underneath where I got to push. That one's tuned. We'll just take this little sucker up here. This will be unit number 3. Sometimes it gives a continuous signal. Sometimes it beeps and stops. So, I guess I can't set that there. I'll set it over here. These two are sitting on my plastic garbage can, which does have a can down in there. We're going to take that out. And we'll turn this one on. That one is on. Now we'll turn this one on. That one's tuned. This one gives a beep and then it quits. So it doesn't have a continuous signal. It's not that it's not detecting the iron, it's just the way it's designed. We'll set that one there. Now the first thing I heard that it could pick up a common staple. And yes, I have a staple out of a regular stapler. We're going to put that, let me tip this thing down here. We're going to put this right between these two 1/2-inch thick pieces of MDF. We'll try number 3. Nothing. My roller stand has metal on it, so I got to keep that away. We'll try number 2. It is picking it up. We'll try number 1. Nothing. So we'll get rid of the staple. We're going to go to a 1-inch finish nail. We'll put that right there. It is on. It's not, got to quit putting it on that roller stand. It's not picking the nail up. We'll try number 2. Nope. Number 1. Nothing. So far number 2 is ahead of the game here. Okay, now we're going to go to 1.5 inch finishing nail. No problem there. No problem there. Hey, we woke up. They actually found it. So it detected that. Let's go to a 1 inch. No problem with number 3. Let's try number 2. No problem. Number 1. still sleeping. And it does work. Okay. Let's try 1.5 inches above. It did pick it up once. Number 2. It is picking it up. Number 1. Number 1, I think, is hopeless. Well, let's go to a 1 5/8 drywall screw. Hey, we all use them babies. We'll put that, there it is. We'll put that in there with 1.5 inches. That one's working. That one's working. Nothing. Okay, let's go up to 2 inches. And we'll put this piece of cutoff. This was a piece of 1/2 inch thick, 4 inch wide flat stock that I've been working with my bandsaw to try to get it cut straight, which we got it fixed. It cuts square even on a 4 inch cut. Finally got that Chinese thing adjusted so I can actually use it. Number 3. Wow, that's picking this bad boy up way up in the air. Let's go to 2.5. Let's go to 3. No problem. Let's throw a wrench in the works. Let's cover it up with a piece of MDF. There it is. I mean, hey, if you're gonna find iron, it's gonna be buried in the wood, right? No problem. Let's cover it up with 1 inch of MDF. See what happens. Nice. And when you're using reclaimed wood, you're running it through the planer, not so bad because you're only taking usually a 32nd to a 16th. Or my thickness sander. But when you're running on the bandsaw and you're cutting off a 1/2 inch or a 3/4 inch slab off a log, you want to check it every cut. Number 2. That's also picking it up through 1 inch of MDF lumber. My golly, the thing woke up. And I think it fell back to sleep. Okay, let's take, I want you to see this. Let's take this little piece out. This is about a 1/4 inch thick. This piece is about a 1/2 inch thick. So it's, let's say it's a 1/2 inch square because it was flat stock, and it's 4 inches long. We'll put that in there. We'll cover it up. And I know this is going to pick it up. No problem. Let's go to 4 inches. No problem. Let's go to 4.5. No problem. Well, I didn't write on all these. What do we got here? 5 inches thick. So we're 5 inches away from that piece of iron, covered up with 1 inch of MDF. And my furnace just kicked on. Not picking it up. not picking it up. And I know this ain't gonna find it. So far I would say this one is doing the best job, number 3. It's not picking it up through the 5-inch, is that what that was? Yep, let's go to 4.5. That's good. I ain't even gonna try number 1. I got that too close to my steel table here. So if that's working, let's cover it up with another 1/2 inch of MDF. We have 1.5 inches. This is gonna simulate probably, I would say, a 1/2 inch or a 3/8 lag bolt buried in a tree 1.5 inches deep. But we're 4.5 inches away from the iron. Not gonna pick it up. Let's go 4 inches away. No problem. No problem. So I'm gonna say this one might actually be doing a little bit better job than number 2. The number 3 and number 2 are both pretty good, I have to admit, but number 3 might be a tiny bit better. But number 3 also has a feature these two don't. If I can turn it on. It has a laser built into it. You can see it on the table. And what that does is it puts a mark on the board where the iron is. You want to visually keep track of where that mark is, or put a pencil mark on it. Come in from the other direction the same speed. You can't see it, but it's putting it down over here. You put another mark on your board. You go to the center of them 2 marks and it's showing you where to dig to get the iron. Nice feature. Again, my roller stand is under there. There's not much iron on it, but it's picking it up through this top. Now, which is which? I'll turn this thing off here. This one, as you can probably guess, Harbor Freight. Real piece of work here. Would not recommend anybody buying that. This one. I hope I pronounced this name right. Take this paper off. This is a Garrett. You will see these in all the airports, police stations, county courthouses. This is primarily used for detecting weapons. But company tells me that they sell a lot of them to woodworkers. It also has a spot on here, according to the directions, where you can turn up the sensitivity so it works better. I left it at a factory setting, not to change anything. This one, Jason, you're gonna get a kick out of this. This one, it works, I would say, just as well, if not better, is, oh yeah, the new Lumber Wizard number 5. This is the one with sound. They all have sound. It also, you can turn the sound off and go to vibration if you don't want people to realize the guy's got a gun, because you can also use this for that. This one also has sound and vibration, and this one is just sound. And this is the one with the built-in laser. You can turn the laser off and on. And I'm really kind of surprised that this works a whole lot better than that number 3 I had, that I did the review on in video number 78. And again, go back and watch that and read the comments. I had bought it. I had trouble with it just out of the warranty period. I hung it on the wall over there, and it hung there for probably 10 years. Bill, the owner of the company, did offer if I sent it in, he'd give me $75 towards the purchase of another one. Well, I didn't want to buy another Chinese tool. And as I've always said, if I'm looking for a tool and I can find one made in America, and I can find one made in China, I will buy the American tool before I buy the Chinese one. That's just the way I am. I don't care if I pay more. Now, one comment I had on here from Bill. He says, yes, it is made in China like most everything else electronic in our home and shop. There are no metal detector wands made in the United States. If there were, they would be outrageously costly. Also, you didn't mention what was wrong with it. Okay, now, this one is from Bill. It's made in China. It really seems to work quite nice. This one I will be giving away. I do not keep free products to do a review on. I don't feel it's honest. This one I purchased. It was expensive. Let me get... Don't you just love it when I'm prepared? Here's my receipt. Now, Bill's sells these. My phone is, I'd really like to shoot this thing. I really, really would. It's got everything screwed up. Oh. Okay, the price of bills, if I can find the right email. And I can't. Well, there it is, but they don't have the price wrote down. Maybe I'll have to look for it and put it in the description below. Here's the receipt here, but it's not filled in. Don't that just beat all? He did say, oh, here we go. These are $149. Shipping and taxes depend on the state the buyer lives in. Some states don't require charging taxes on internet sales. So this one is $149 plus shipping and taxes, maybe. This one, as Bill said, anything made in the United States is more expensive. This one, and you can see right down here in the bottom, made in the USA. This is made in Garland, Texas. I called the company and talked to them a little bit, and this is my receipt for the unit, and it was $127. Here's the receipt. Over there, top number is the total. The next number is shipping, which is $15. Now this was pretty much clear across the country from Texas to Michigan. So if you're closest to Texas, I don't know, maybe the shipping's cheaper. Some places have a flat rate, and that's what they charge regardless of where they ship it in the United States. My total was $142.91. So my doubting Thomases that I have that complained when I did the video on my rigid router, you said you'd never buy anything made in China. No, I said I would buy it in this country if I could find it. If not, I'll buy rigid tools because of the warranty. Oh, the warranty, 1 year. The warranty, 2 years. So that's all there is to it. Now, if you want to register to win this, and I gotta say, they're pretty darn close. I do like the laser though, because with this, all it's going to tell you is, hey, there's a hunk of iron in me, don't cut it. It's not going to tell you where. Now let me get one more tool. This is the Little Wizard 2. He also sent me this. This one has to be physically tuned when you turn it on. But it works pretty good. I think for small items, trying to get into a tight spot, like especially if you're cutting hunks of logs like I do, this might be pretty handy. Now, this is going to be our second place drawing. We're going to have a drawing on this. First place winner, second place winner. If you want to register to win one of these tools, again, all you have to do is you send me your name and phone number. I have to call you and get you on a video giving you this. I have too many people that have contacted me, and how do we know you really give this stuff away? I do it on a video, and if they still don't believe me, that's their problem. I don't care. So name, phone number. Send it to jimsfixitshop@gmail.com. Do not put it in the description box below this video, because as soon as I get notified, if I check it, I'll have to erase it. So I don't want everybody on YouTube calling you and saying, hey, Jim's Fix-It Shop or J&R Woodworking, the number 2 at gmail.com. But Jim's Fix-It Shop's a lot easier. Go for that. Now, when are we going to give this away? Well, let's see what the date is. Get my stupid phone out here. Today is the last, one more week this month. Well, let's see. Let's give it away on March 31st. Could give it away on April 1st. No, we don't want to go there. March 31st, unless I am old, unless I forget, we're going to pull out 2 numbers. First name is going to get the Lumber Wizard 5. The second name is going to get the Little Wizard number 2. So don't forget to enter. You can't win if you don't enter. and it don't cost you anything. Don't forget to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Like I've seen on some videos online, if you subscribe to this channel, you'll have good luck the rest of your life. Can't hurt. So that's it. I'm impressed with this one. I wasn't with the older one, but this one seems to be doing pretty good. This piece of work will be going back tomorrow. This one I will keep and use it for myself. So that's it. I guess don't forget to subscribe. What else? I guess work safe, have fun, and build something. Send me a picture, show me what you make. Until next time, so long.